Atlanta winning a thriller last night, 4-3 walk-off style. And now the Braves and Nats ready for game 2.
They're going to look to hopefully build some momentum in game 2, perhaps get to 500.
72 degrees here at the ballpark. The sun has popped out, and they took the tarp off the infield, rolled it away. We're going to start on time. And on the mound, the right-hander Spencer Schwellenbach.
Schwellenbach, 5 innings, 3 runs against the Nats last year.
Limit the left-handed hitters. Lefty's hitting .263 with 5 home runs, where he still has not given up a long ball to righties.
It will be Abrams, Wood, and Lowe coming up to the plate in the top of the first inning.
And there it goes to deep right center. C.U. leadoff. C.J. Later. First pitch, the best possible start for the Nats.
Career leadoff home run number 10. Moves into second place on the all-time Nationals list. Just like that, the Nats are on the board. Abrams 5th of the year.
It's 2 nice plays by Nick Allen. And that ends the top of the first inning. But a homer by Abrams gives the Nationals the lead. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Nationals 1. Braves coming up.
A familiar face. First time that Michael Soroka has faced the team that drafted him, the team that he debuted with, the team that he was an all-star with in 2019. So
really, Mike probably needed a fresh start, but sure, there's some butterflies for him coming back here. And
there has to be some mixed emotions out there tonight.
It'll be Verdugo, Riley, and Olsen coming up for the Braves.
Verdugo takes strike 3. So Verdugo looked at 3 pitches and takes a seat. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
All 3 fastballs.
And Riley digs in now. These 2 guys both part of the 2015 draft.
Big chopper up the middle, coming over now Abrams. Gloves on the grass, fires over, fires wild, and into the Braves dugout.
So Riley will get a hit and then get second base on the overthrow.
That'll be an E6 on Abrams.
Abrams hitting it well this year. He made a couple nice plays at shortstop last night, but not known as one of the better defensive shortstops in the league.
So tying run at second, 1 out.
Matt Olson 1 for 4 last night. His 1 was a single, and he eventually scored.
Swing, it's lifted in the air on the left side of the infield. Rosario, third baseman, waves his arms, looks up into the sun, and then backpedals and makes the catch. Went up there a long time. 2 down.
Now Ozuna, who crushed that 464-foot homer yesterday to left center.
Ball ripped down to third. It came up for Rosario. And Ahmed on target.
Boy, hit it right on the screws, but directly to their third baseman. And the Braves can't do anything with that runner at second. Back-to-back strikeouts for Spencer Schwellenbach. 2 down.
Since giving up that home run to Abrams, got Wood, Lowe, and Ruiz in order in the first, and now 2 strikeouts to start the second.
That'll bring in Dylan Cruz. He's tied for the major league lead in steals among rookies.
Cruz hits one in the air out to short and caught by Nick Allen, who was running to his right, ran it down, and down they go in order in the top of the second. Leadoff walk to Wood. He's still hanging out over there at first base.
Keibert Ruiz standing in.
1 down for Keibert Ruiz.
And that's a fair ball. And just in case Wood would round the bag, Olsen alertly threw in behind him after the unassisted putout.
Wood is safe in scoring position.
Leaves it up to Ahmed Rosario. Struck out swinging on a slider in the second inning. Breaking ball pulled on the ground toward the hole. It's through. A base hit into left field. Wood around third. He's coming home. Verdugo up with the ball. He'll make the throw into second base. Holding there at first with a ground ball single through the hole. And RBI is 10th of the year as Ahmed Rosario scoring James Wood from second base. A clutch 2-out hit here in the top of the 4th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves nothing. Zuna will turn and hold it first with a single. He hit a rocket to the right side. Jose Tena getting the start at second base. Could not get in front of that one.
1 out, you would think single. Franny, I'm sure you've got some velo on that baby.
There's Drake Baldwin.
He really moved up with a good year last year. Was not a top 30 prospect.
And he hits one to deep right field. Streaking back towards the wall. That ball's in the chop house. A 2-run homer by Baldwin. That ball was in pain. That thing was crushed.
You know, he saw that pitch enough now between the first at bat, fouling all those ones off, and he finally got one to hang long enough and drove that thing right in the right field seats.
And we've got ourselves a tie game here in the 4th. And there is ball 4 low. You don't mind that at all, do you?
Oh, we'll take it, especially when you're as fast as Eli White.
And there's a called third strike against Nick Allen.
That was a gift.
So 4 in a row out of the zone, 3 in a row in the zone. 1 on, 1 out.
Braves have not been happy with Jones tonight. And watching where that pitch was, that never had the plate.
No.
That was a terrible call.
It's a bad call.
Braves have a runner at first, 1 out for Verdugo, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Lines 1 to third. It's dropped by Rosario. The ball off his glove and trickles into left field. Wood has to come in and pick it up. Somehow Rosario didn't make the catch. That was a line drive right at him. and he misses the ball.
Just missed it on the backhand. That was bizarre.
So now 2 on with 1 out. Atlanta will try to grab the lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Ground ball to the right side, to his left, attempting to get it. Tena, it's out of his reach. It's in the right field. A run scores. Seeing eye single by Austin Riley, and the Braves have the lead. 3-2 Atlanta in the 5th.
And some elusive batted balls by the Braves here in the 5th inning.
So a missed line drive and a ground ball just out of his reach. And tough luck for Brad Lord here in this inning.
Now a chance to add on, 1st and 3rd. 1 down for Matt Olson.
Swung on and missed. Ruiz throws through. Abrams the tag, and he got him. It's a strike him out, throw him out double play.
That's huge.
Boy, the Nationals certainly needed that after the defensive miscues in the inning, although no errors were charged.
1 out single. Here's Ozzie. Be a great time to end that hitless streak for Ozzie Albies.
Just waiting for Ozzie to break out of the slump. He had some good swings last night on the ball. There it is. Drake Baldwin headed to 3rd. And Ozzie Albies, who was hitless in his last 28 at-bats, can kiss that streak goodbye.
It was the longest hitless streak of his career. Did it on the first pitch, too.
Brad Lord has his 3rd strikeout. That's the 2nd out.
It's now in the hands of Eli White. Braves 3, Nationals 2, but golden opportunity right here to add on.
In on the hands, and that Ford Abrams gets into center field for an RBI single. And it's 4-2 Atlanta.
Another knuckling liner out of the reach of Abrams up the middle. White drives in his 10th run of the year.
And Abrams did not react the way the ball ended up. It's like it surprised him how quickly it got him. I don't know if it knuckled in the air, but he played that one very oddly, like he didn't see it.
Very fortunate swing there for Eli White. Here's Nick Allen.
Now Brad Lord would do well to keep it a 2-run game. Right by him on 0-2. Brad Lord, couple of strikeouts in each of his innings.
What damage done. Braves add a run on 3 hits. They leave runners on the corners.
6 innings behind us. We go to the top of the 7th. Braves 4, Nationals 2. Action in the Braves bullpen as Dylan Lee is up and tossing.
Well, the Nats have to start stringing some hits together. Never 2 in an inning tonight.
Comebacker stabbed by Schwellenbach.
The quick reflexes of Spencer Schwellenbach.
Look what I found. Damn.
We talk about how good of a fielder Schwellenbach is. That's now the 5th field out he's been a part of.
6 2/3 here. Yeah, I would think this is his last at bat with Abrams. The lefty Dylan Lee getting hot.
Here's Jacob Young. He has a 1-3 and a single to left.
Ground ball. Allen has it. 7 innings of 2-run ball tonight for Spencer Schwellenbach. How about Baldwin? A homer, a single, and now a double.
It'll be a nice run to pick up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ozzie with a single in the 6th inning. With a base hit back in the 6th, there was an 0-for-28 streak that he had to that point. So he's crossed that off the list. Now it'd be a good time to pick up an RBI.
Slaps it the other way. Get down ball. It will. Baldwin coming home. Throw to the plate is late.
And it's 5-2 Braves as Ozzie Albies with a soft looper drives in the run.
I think Lopez is probably going to be kicking himself for throwing that pitch right there. It gave Ozzie a chance to kind of just go with it, add to that lead, and give Pierce Johnson a little more breathing room for that 9th.
2-out single by Josh Bell. So the Nationals not dead yet. That brings Dylan Cruz to the plate. Back to a right-on-right matchup with Johnson facing Cruz. Cruz knows that he has to reach just to bring the tying run to the plate.
Strike 3 ends the game with a little frozen pizza. And for the first time all season, the Atlanta Braves have reached the 500 mark.
In game number 42 of the season, they break even.